What is going on, community? It is TJ, aka Flash by Night, and we are here once again with the re-up. You know, my new comic book day show, also showing off whatever mail I got, books I came across, flea markets, antique shops, wherever I find them. I bring them to you. I want to share with you so we can all enjoy this hobby. And I am going to go ahead and get started, but first, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and the notification bell. Before we go too much further, if you are watching this at the premiere time of 5 Central, 6 Eastern, I am parking this video right in front of the pros of the day after New Comic Book Day, doing Tag Team Thursday. It's going to start off with Rod at Just a Rican and his comics, and then go to John's Comics with Kids, Old Wolf 65, Brandon at Comics Kings, and Justin at No Good Comics. That's No Good with a K. They are definitely great at the New Comic Book Day and day after New Comic Book Day content. Lots of information and lots of entertainment. So if you are watching this at 5 Central, 6 Eastern, go ahead after this is over with, check those guys out. And now check this out. And we are going to kick it off with an AOK from Mr. Keep It Comics himself, C.3 Comics. If you do not follow C.3 Comics on YouTube, go ahead, give him a sub. There's a lot of New Comic Book Day haul, Saturday weekend warrior runs. I like the weekend warrior concept, and as he says, he keeps it comics. So if you don't already sub to him, give him a sub, and I'm going to show off what he sent me, which is issue number 2 of Nice House on the Lake. Now I have a couple of issues of issue number 1, a couple of copies of issue number 1, and I haven't read it yet. I was kind of beating around the bush. Maybe I get around to it. Maybe I get a trade or either look it up on Comixology. But lately, the universe and the community has been like, you're skipping out on these good books. You need to read some of these books that the community is reading. And one of those books is Nice House on the Lake. So I have issue number 1, and now I have issue number 2. So I have no excuse. So we'll check it out maybe this weekend and see what comes of it, see how it is. I'm pretty sure it's amazing because everybody else says so. I kind of march to the beat of my own drum, but apparently the universe wants me to get on beat with the community, and that's what we'll do. But since we have issue number 2, last week I picked up issue number 3. And I believe this may be a B cover to issue number 3 of Nice House on the Lake. But as I said, I guess I have to catch up with it now. And I didn't say this in the beginning, but I did miss doing a New Comic Book Day video last week. So my books are going to be a mixture of this week and last week, which just means more books to show. So let's keep it rolling with Batman 89, issue number 1. I believe everybody got the concept of this. It's a kind of a sequel book to Batman and Batman Returns. I haven't read it yet, but apparently they do a lot of work around the Harvey Dent of the Batman 89 Michael Keaton Batman universe. So we'll check this out in a little while, and maybe you see the Marlon Wayans style Robin. We'll see how that works in this book, or if it takes a couple of issues. Now I've picked up a couple of issues of this book, but I had to grab another one because it was still there, and I still believe in this book and this character. It is Superman, Son of Khalid, issue number 1. Of course, you know by now that John Kent has taken over as Superman in Metropolis in DC Comics. I don't know if it's permanent. I don't know if it's short term, long term. You may have heard my stance on it, which is that DC should go ahead and start to make this change. You got a character people like, even though not everybody likes him grown up. We know what the deal is with Bendis and growing John up and everything. Not everybody likes that, but people do generally like John as a character, and people really like Tom Taylor as a writer. So you have a character, you have a writer, and people did not hate the Superman Son of Khalid issue number 1. That sounds like a mixture for keeping that train rolling and maybe seeing how far you can push this new Superman concept. Next, from Marvel, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, issue number 29, the kind of aftermath to the Clone Saga. We catch up with Miles and his newfound family member, we'll put it like that. And also, we all know that there is a new suit coming for issue number 30, and we find out how and why and get a sneak preview in this book. Oh, this was a fun one right here. Defenders number 1. I read this, I checked it out. I've got to admit that I am not the least bit educated on cosmic stuff, and that's kind of where this book is going. But it's got Doctor Strange recruiting a group of heroes for his Defenders team, which comes together through the use of tarot cards, and not just like at a table. Like the tarot cards are like all over the house, all over the mansion. What do you call Doctor Strange's mansion? If I remember, I'll put it on the screen, but I'm blanking right now. But the tarot cards are all over the place, just pulling heroes out of nowhere because a big threat has come upon them. And of course, you have the nice Peach Momoko cover. For those who have not seen, there is a multicolored version of this cover, and it is going for ridiculous amounts of money. But the story inside is also good. I'm gonna give it a shot, see how far I take it. I'm not a cosmic guy, but I kind of like the makeup of the team and the start of the story. So that's Defenders number 1. Next, I have another copy, if it'll cooperate, of Miles Morales number 29, and this is the video game variant, Marvel Dual Game variant, which is pretty nice, pretty good cover. And then the next book I have from last week, Masters of the Universe Revelation issue number 2. Of course, this is I think part 2 of a 4-part prequel comic story from Dark Horse, building up to the Netflix series. Not a lot happened in this book. We did get an origin for Skeletor, which was strangely to me like the origin for Megatron in the IDW books, but that's neither here nor there. The story itself didn't move that far, but we do see a little bit of dissension in the ranks of Skeletor and his armada. And is this last? Okay, last but not least for last week, Bunny Mask issue number 3. I don't have to say much about Bunny Mask. Girl in a cave, has a bunny mask, kills people. Present day, our main character is seeing bunnies everywhere. He's quit his job as a cop, got a whole new career, and the bunny mask still haunts him. So we'll see what's going on in this book. I actually didn't get issue number 2. I may have to get issue number 2 digitally before I read this, but Bunny Mask issue number 3, I'm already on it. So my first book for this week, I have 5 books for this week. So my first book for this week is Second Chances, issue number 1 from Image Comics. Now, I really want to see what's in this. Apparently, there is a person or an organization, I think it's a person, who for the right amount of money, if you've messed your life up, you've done wrong or things haven't gone right in life, you found the right amount of cash, you get a new identity, and you get basically what the title says, you get a second chance. But I think there may be some mysticism, there may be some supernatural things going on in this book. I haven't read it yet. When I do read it, I will let you know what I think about it. I only picked up one independent book this week, and I chose between this and Eat the Rich from Boom Studios. And I know a lot of people are going to be on Eat the Rich, and as I said, I marched to beat my own drum. So instead, I grabbed Second Chances. And if there's a copy of Eat the Rich left at my store, I may pick it up either this weekend or next week. Depends on how things go. But we got Second Chances, issue number 1. My next book, I'm not sure if it's a cover buy or whether I'm really going to dive into the story. I read issue number 1, skipped issue number 2, but issue number 3 had this great David Mack cover, and it is Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Of course, Supergirl has this issue where she's off trying to celebrate her 21st birthday on some random planet that I think has a red sun, so she can, actually get drunk when she drinks. And she runs into a girl whose father has been murdered, and she wants revenge, and she asks Supergirl for her help. And so that's kind of where we are, where we were in the first issue. I'm not sure what happened in the second issue, but we'll find out, and then we'll check out the third issue, see what's going on. But I really, if you take a good look at this, I really, whether or not I finish the story, really wanted this David Mack cover. Next book up, 773 of half of this channel's namesake. It is The Flash. Of course, Wally West now is back as The Flash, as the fastest man alive. Barry Allen is kind of off in the Infinite Frontier book, so Wally is holding it down. Also, we have Heatwave, who is sick at the moment, and so I don't know, what they're doing, how they're working, but apparently this guy, I think it's Jeremy Adams. I think that's the writer's name, Jeremy Adams. If I got that wrong, I'll let you know. But he is doing a pretty good job, has been doing a good job since the Flash launched in the Infinite Frontier era. And so I've been enjoying it, and I assume I'm going to keep enjoying it. I'm going to keep on reading Flash anyway. But it's good to have a good writer. We're coming off the Joshua Williamson run, which was also good. So, we're having a Flash revolution around here. That's what's going on. So we got Flash 773, and we're going to keep rolling with the other namesake of this channel. We have Jed McKay's Moon Knight issue number 2. Now, I have not read this book either, which saddens me to say, but what can I say? I took a nap after work, and so I haven't read my book yet, but I'll get it read sometime soon. Of course, I've seen some good reviews for this issue, non-spoilery reviews. So we're going to dig into this, see what's going on with Mark Spector, see how the Midnight Mission is going, see if we get more vampires, and whatever else this book has in store. But I think we are in for a pretty good ride. And last book for today's new comic book day, and I guess I'll repeat it since everybody else has said it. The MCU Big Bad, Kang the Conqueror, issue number 1. Apparently, this is kind of an old man Kang walking at least one younger Kang. I don't know, through history, origin story. I don't know how they tell it, but we'll see. I'm kind of interested. For some reason, I think they're saying that this may be the first time you really get a good origin for Kang, which is surprising for as long as he's been around. But we'll check it out and see what's in store. And the last book I have for the re-up is not a new comic book day book. It is an eBay purchase. Now, I'm going to warn you, she has seen better days. She has been up and down the block. She's been beat up, battered, torn. She is low grade for sure. But as a Flash fan and as a person who likes a good deal, I could not pass up on even a low grade Superman 199, which most Flash fans know is the first race between the Flash and Superman. And you kind of see the little tear at the bottom here. Like I said, she's seen her better days, but it was I think a really good deal just to have this book until I get a better grade of book. I wanted it, I grabbed it. I think I paid maybe like $20 shipped or something like that. Yeah, really nice book. And like I say, first Superman and Flash race. If you ever see my videos where I'm doing it from the Not So Bland office, you see a print of this book, but now I have, at least some form, some grade of the original book, and I'm happy I have it in the collection. So that was the re-up. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you saw something you liked. I hope you saw something that maybe you picked up that you and I have in common. I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to say Moon Knight because Moon Knight is the rage nowadays. But what else did you pick up? What did I miss? What have you read that you think I should read and I will be blown away? I'm almost sure that Justin from No Good Comics is probably going to say, Flash by Night, you should have bought and read Nightwing, because he's been on me about that, and that's another thing that I'm going to have to catch up and do. But what did you pick up for New Comic Book Day? What did you pick up over the week? I know Free Comic Book Day was last weekend, and I did a Free Comic Book Day video already. You can check that out. But we are going to close this out. Hit the like button if you enjoyed yourself. If you want to keep up with me picking up my comics, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and always feel free to leave comments. And we are going to leave it like we always do. Love yourself, love others, and I will be back in a flash.